It is a beautiful sunny day in Budalangi constituency, Busia County. Friends and family of Eugene Musakhi are gathered at the family home. Joy and laughter fills the atmosphere, and one can clearly tell that this is not your typical gathering. You see, Eugene is days away from relocating to the USA in pursuit of further studies. Nothing can stop the celebratory mood, not even our arrival. The joy is infectious. This is a dream come true.
I've always wanted to go abroad. You see, the American schools are like second to none. Everyone wants to be associated with Harvard, with MIT, with Stanford, with the big schools are there. And with American education, you can actually come back home with a better name, with a bigger name to your own.
Eugene was born and raised right here in Budalangi. He attended Port Victoria Mixed Primary School, then transferred to Roysambu Primary in Nairobi County, and finally Yatta Primary in Machakos County, where he sat for his Kenya Certificate of Primary Education.
From there, I went to a school in Embu, Mbere South constituency, called Nyanga Boys High School. I did from Form 1 up to Form 4. I got an A-, and as fate will have it, I later joined Kenyatta University, where I did my Bachelor's of Science degree in Forensic Science, got a second class upper. I started working. I've worked for many companies, I must say, from around 2019 to 2021, and I decided enough is enough. Let me focus on my American dream.
With this as his motivation, Eugene began the journey of finding ways to dare abroad, but it wasn't until 2020 that he stumbled upon a life-changing opportunity.
That's when my father came across this Kenya Airlift program. Then he sent me and I was like, oh, you can try this.
The Kenya Airlift program is an initiative founded in 2018 by US-based IT consultant Bob Mwiti in collaboration with the MCA for Abogeta West Ward in Meru, Dennis Kyogora. The program assists graduates pursue further IT-related studies in the US. Currently, Kenya Airlift has 1,469 enrolled members. Of these, 110 have successfully relocated to the US.
The beauty with Kenya Airlift program is that there is guidance. You're not alone. When you're doing something alone, kuna ile kujishuku, self-doubt. Am I doing the right thing? But with Kenya Airlift program, with Bob there and his team, you are guided on the course that will fit you. You are guided on the school application. There's a GMAT exam that you're supposed to do. And then from there, you are guided on the loan applications. Most beautiful bit about it is the visa approval ratings.
You're watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, presented to you by Upstack America. Upstack America is a consulting company that helps immigrants find amazing higher education and job opportunities in the tech industry in the United States. You can find our programs by going to www.upstackamerica.com. Upstack America, we wake you up to the unlimited potential within you.
We have staff in the US that do all the onboarding of the students and application to the schools and and loans and all that. And of course, we have our staff that is at the Muthaiga Square office. And we've also opened an office in Meru. It's our joy seeing these young people lives get transformed slowly by slowly. Some of the students actually who have already graduated from the US side, we have given them jobs. People like Wilfred, they're already working for us. If you heard his, him explaining his story, he's doing very, very well, And we are so happy to see that the lives are changing.
You get to contribute about $1,000. That's about 100,000 Kenya shillings. But therein, there's the GMAT exam that goes for about $250. There's the service fee that's about $350. There's the school applications that will take about $300. Of course, the visa fee is there about 18,000 Kenya shillings. There's the flight ticket about $1,000. There's the accommodation for the first month that will be there around $500. So those things you see is a lot of money.
As of 2021, The US had about 6,000 colleges, universities, and degree-granting schools. Of these, 8 are considered Ivy League, that is, prestigious institutions with high academic standards. On average, undertaking a master's degree course in the US as a foreigner would cost one between 3 million to 6 million Kenya shillings annually in tuition fees. That is why the Kenya Airlift program goes a step further to also assist its members source for funds so as to enable them transition with ease.
So the Kenya Airlift program, through their Airlift Circle, they give you a loan, and with the loan, that's where they facilitate this whole thing, the relocation thing. And then also with the studies, you get to get a secure loan from their lenders there in US, about 4 million Kenya shillings. It's not something I can joke around with. So with the loan, you get to pay later once you are done with your studies. You know, they give you a grace period of a certain time. Then once you are done, you secure a job, then you start paying bit by bit until you are done.
We have partnered with so many universities in the US already, official partnerships. And we have partnered with Empower, and they are now coming, and we are getting to know each other more, and we are now telling them which universities we want to see them. Especially universities where students prefer going, and they are not there. So we like these guys to pick up these schools to their platform so that our students can benefit from the Empower loans.
We are finding talent all across the world. These are individuals who have great promise to not only make impact in the US, but then to return to their home countries and to be CEOs, to be politicians, to work for the UN, or to impact people across the world in the way they're actually thinking and what they're doing. And that means that for particularly here in Kenya, same thing. All of the Kenyan students who study in the US, they expand their horizons, they deepen their skills and knowledge, suddenly their worlds are expanded, and therefore the impact they can make can be absolutely instrumental anywhere in the world they decide to live.
Through the program, Eugene secured entry into the University of Alabama in Huntsville for a Masters of Science in Business Analytics.
The future of the world is IT. That's where the big brains are. That's where the big money is. If you hear someone big doing IT, the likes of Elon Musk, the likes of Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, that's where the focus is now. And looking at the future, what interests me is like this thing I can actually build myself on this platform. And the program on its own is a good program. And the institution where I'm going to do the program is a big institution. So you are like, I'm home. Program takes roughly 3 semesters. This is about 1.5 years up to the graduation bit. And I hope that once I'm done with my graduation, I can opt to come back home, start a consultancy firm, an IT firm. There are a lot of cyber crimes in Kenya, and I did some bit of forensic bit, investigative bit in Kenya in my undergrad. So this combined with my master's knowledge, I can actually have a good consultancy firm, even get in touch with the DCI or the investigative agencies in Kenya and help do away the crimes or the criminal activities.
I'm very happy for this news, although at some point roho inashtuka like mtoto mmoja anaenda, but nimezoea because I know what is ahead is bright, is prosperous. And I've also stayed up in prayer, praying that God open doors for my son. So to this end, I'm grateful, I'm happy.
After a short stay in Nairobi, the travel day is finally here. It's 4 a.m. Eugene and his nuclear family are gathered at their home in Njiru, Nairobi County. After a short worship session, a prayer is made and the family prepares to bid farewell to their son. A proud moment for them.
I'm excited because it's something we've been looking forward to, and we're happy about it. My hope is that generally Eugene will get quality education. And with the quality education, then he's able to serve his community. And my hope then is that Eugene comes out successfully in his studies and also uses the degree for personal pursuit of life, but as well as the growth of his career and also for development of Kenya, because he's a Kenyan, and my hope that is that he comes back to Kenya and then he uses the skills to help this country advance in whichever area, with that area that he's going to pursue.
With his bags packed and blessings given, they head out. Eugene's flight is scheduled to leave Jomo Kenyatta International Airport at 9 a.m. And there to see him off is the program's co-founder, Bob Mwiti.
Nice to meet you.
Same.
The family says their goodbyes and give their final words of wisdom. And with that, he is off.
Bye-bye.
His is an 8-hour flight to Amsterdam, followed by a 20-hour layover. He will then board a connecting flight to Detroit, Michigan, before heading to Huntsville in Alabama. The journey took the old boy of Nyangwa boys about 2 days to arrive. Fast forward, and it's now about 2 months since his arrival. He has settled for his studies, and lucky Eugene is now addressing us from the US.
I'm currently in Huntsville, Alabama, though I reside outside the school, which is about some 3 minutes from here. Yeah, and it's a good place. I like it so far. You know, the current weather changes. You kind of get used to it, with time.
Looking back, Eugene is happy to have made the decision to join the Kenya Airlift program and grateful for the opportunity to dare in the land of opportunity.
Yeah, I can't complain a bit. It's worth it, You get to meet with the lecturers. The interaction is good. They kind of take you through the units as if you don't know nothing. They just slide you, make you understand, If you have any question, you can ask. Yeah, it is good, it's easy. It is not that easy, but it's manageable. I can tell them I'm very happy, I'm very glad, I'm very thankful. Kind of living the dream now. I'm thankful to them, I couldn't have made it on my own, honestly.
And as we finalize, this is his advice to all wishing to take a similar path.
If there's someone who would like to take a master's degree in the US or maybe even a PhD, I would advise him to do it as early as yesterday, because I don't regret a bit. It don't take me much money. It is affordable. You have people to talk to. If you have any question, there's a guide, the team to talk to. The education here, it is the US. The education here is good.
We at Chums wish him well as he shoots for the stars.
You've been watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, brought to you by Upstack America. Come back next time to hear more steps and missteps that I took on the path to becoming a successful immigrant in USA. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn.